Okay, patch 1.25. Screw the bug fixes. We're going right into the important shit. Patch introduction. Oh, this is new. We're super excited about this patch because we're adding some social features that we hope you guys really like. First is the endorsement system. Endorsements give you a way to acknowledge other players for having a positive impact on your gaming experience. We have ways to report people for poor conduct, but now, if you have teammates who coordinated well, a leader who gave great direction, or even someone who was just being positive, you can now let them know how much you appreciated it with an endorsement. It's fun. I'm so glad that they finally put this in the game now. Like, I've always been kind of an advocate for some kind of honor system, almost kind of the one in League of Legends, because I can report people for a lot of things, but I have no way to you know show people that I appreciate what they have done. So I'm glad this is in the game. Second, looking for group. Thank fucking Christ. Long awaited, that's a fucking understatement. I've been dying to get into the game. Looking for groups allows you to find like-minded players before you queue to make sure you have the kind of Overwatch experience you want. Things like specifying what game mode you want, preferring voice chat, and knowing that a player wants to play a certain role before you go into battle together goes a long way towards solid hero compositions and teamwork. One small tip. Once you have created an LFG group, you can browse the list and search for groups that meet your needs and invite them to join up. This is a more proactive approach to getting a group together faster. Can't wait for you guys to start using these systems. I can't wait to start using them. I kind of just been playing Overwatch in smaller doses lately, just because it's been pissing me off. In fact, that's why I've just been playing Overwatch part time and just making Paladins my main game at the moment. So, who knows? Let's see, patch highlights, endorsements, looking for groups, yada yada yada. General updates. All heroes in defense and offense categories. Most one new category, damage. Okay. Comeback and enemy hurts 25% away. Change the name of the Vark spray to Sourfang. Okay. Players must have Blizzard SMS Protect enabled on their account to be eligible for a top 500. The acknowledge and interact buttons are now separate input bindings. Okay. Now here's something about this patch that kind of has me a little worried, but I'll be getting into that. So add an inspired uptime percentage statistic for Brigida on the career profile, or remove some statistics from Symmetra on the career profile. Added a scope critical hit accuracy statistic for Widowmaker on the career profile. Career profiles will no longer be public by default. Now defaults to friends only. An option to make career profiles visible has been added under options profile visibility. This is one thing that a lot of people have been talking about, and that have been making people a little nervous because it's like, okay, so because usually what I like to do is if I see someone pick a character that I'm just unsure about, I like to go into their career profile and just to just for a little bit of reassurance. But maybe with the looking for group feature that probably might mitigate some of the problems. Okay, arcade updates. Nobody cares. Hero updates. Doomfist. Meteor Strike. Bonus movement speed increased. And shield gain on his passive is up. Doomfist has still been bottom tier for a while now. and still probably one of the buggiest heroes in the game. But I think Reinhardt at the moment probably makes a close second. It says here, the increased movement speed on Meteor Strike gives Doofus new options in how and where to deploy it. His passive is also being increased, allowing him to survive more often when diving into enemies. So for a hero like Doofus, who probably has one of the highest skill caps in the games alongside Genji, this buff is definitely welcome. McCree, Deadeye, range increase from 70 meters to 200 meters. Doesn't sound like much. While McCree's Deadeye rarely comes into play at 70 meters, we're increasing the range so it cannot be a limiting factor during normal gameplay. Gosh, I remember watching Blame the Controller's video on this, and it's kind of sad to hear about this, mainly because it's basically a free kill if you can get it off. But it says but you don't use it to get kills that often in higher ranks. What he said to me was like, usually most of the time in the higher ranks, you just use it to get a free reload. That's all. Which is kind of just a wasted ultimate, really. So probably not the right buff at the moment, but above is definitely welcome for McCree. Orisa, ultimate cost has been reduced by 15%. Supercharger wasn't getting enough use. Considering its impact, this change allows Orisa to use her ultimate more aggressively, knowing that she will be able to generate them more easily. I'm not great at Orisa, but I especially like whenever I play Roadhog, I actually like to play with an Orisa to make like a bunker comp. And I also got to feel like with the reduced ultimate cost, that probably will make digging into the point on control maps much easier, because you will have that damage boost more often. Now here's the biggest thing in this patch, and holy shit, there's a lot of stuff here. This is the Symmetra rework. So Photon Projector no longer locks on enemies. Just straight line, almost kind of like Zarya's beam. Alternate fire, what? The ball's never locked on enemies. Whatever. Blizzard, work on your patch notes, please. No longer pierces through targets, now explodes on contact. Projectile speed increase, charge speed increase, damage changed. 60 impact, 60 explosive. Changes to turrets. The teleporter is now an ability. Excuse me. Interest can be destroyed on the teleporter. New ultimate, Photon Barrier. The goal of these changes is to move Symmetra from her new to her new damage roll and make her more flexible and viable across more areas of the game than she was previously. Now that Symmetra is no longer a support hero, she is expected to be able to dish out heavy damage, and these changes allow for her to do so. She should be more powerful and interesting in more team compositions and maps, and she should be able to be stronger on offense and defense. Before this rework game, Sim sucked. She was garbage. She's horrible. To be a support character in a game like Overwatch just absolutely made no sense, because she couldn't heal, and she used to just give shields with Symmetra 1.0, but then they just moved that to an ultimate, and it just no longer made sense to play her. Excuse me. She was kind of like Lady Gaga's backup dancer, so she just had absolutely no idea what she was supposed to be. Because she could deal out a lot of damage, but she's a support. She was a support hero, but her being a support just made absolutely no sense. So I can't wait to play this a quick play a lot more, just to get a feel for it, and then play it in competitive. And here is the Horizon Lunar Colony rework. Let's see, add a staircase to the right. Hydroponic room is. Uh, Horizon Lunar Colony is probably not one of their best released maps. I will say that. I personally didn't mind it, but I've played with a lot of players who just absolutely despise playing it. So I haven't had a chance to play it on the PTR, so I'm excited to try it on live. So, but and like I said, just a shit ton of bug fixes. Hopefully, the one is something to solve for Sombra. Fix a bug that prevents Sombra Sec from interrupting symmetric teleporter placement. Fix what causes. Fix whatever Sombra turns located from being destroyed. I went down a off level. Okay. And this one, talk about cancer. I actually remember getting a kill on McCree after he stunned me on my hook. So that was funny, but there's the patch notes for you guys. And I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Peace out.